Man come through, yes a dog. The boom clad trailer look wild. Watch out. Every cement, every strap, every blood clot thing. Where man put the truck through? I reach back out there, sir.
Yeah, me I watch the truck coming and I think everything that's so much up there.
I know what you do for the dog. When the dog look at that, no,
Shoot me.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The edited version, speeded up version of the videos that you just saw is of an accident that took place close to High Pro, that is off the Maypen toll. Based on the information or based on the video, we saw that truck, cement truck, trailer was blazing at not speed. It seems as if those cement was not strapped enough. It seems as if the gravitational pull caused that strap to open and all or most of the contents of the back of that trailer to fall off. And like you saw, seen in the video, persons were there assisting themselves, helping themselves to bags of cement, which is very expensive. If you know anything about the culture of Jamaica, if you're driving any sort of truck and your truck turn over and the contents are all over the place, you will never be the priority other than for videotaping purposes. It is the content that is in that truck. Forget about your life, forget about your well-being. That is priority numero uno, meaning that is all persons care about. Moral of the story is this: based on the leadfootism that is displayed in Jamaica, it is quite obvious that these people do not understand that, listen, whenever you're driving any sort of big rig, such as a truck filled, laden with cement on the back, even though it is strapped on, the force in which you are taking that corner can cause that content to be left free and spill all over the place. Now, based on the close proximity of other vehicles on the road, it is a good thing that this man can drive. Yes, he has a driving skill. However, the mental skill, that is where he is lacking. Impatient or patient skills, that is where he is lacking. Fortunately, nobody lost their life. Fortunately, nobody was badly injured. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called a few moments, a few days, a few weeks, or a few months at worst later. This TikToker known as ZIGGY should be the next TikToker that loses his life on social media while on live. So apparently, a very popular TikToker known as Zuma had a live, and while he was on live, they were sharing the screen. Ziggy and Zuma were sharing the screen. And other persons were there, specifically some female. And it seems as if this man known as Ziggy was dissing up the females, calling them all sorts of names. So Zuma did a live, or he did a video, and he said, listen, you cannot be disrespecting the people that are paying your bills, the people that are supporting you. This app known as TikTok, the people will turn on you soon. So Zuma was giving Ziggy constructive criticism. However, because Ziggy is dark and full, Ziggy did not appreciate that constructive criticism. So people, I am going to let you listen to Zuma at first, edited version of the video, and then I am going to let you listen to Ziggy, the second part of the video, and then I'll give my piece.
You say, bro, me have 4 pages, no, 2 pages, my app. You know what, some bumper clap page of cancel. And say, bro, Ziggy, don't make the people them hate you over here, bro. Them easy way cancer people over here, dog. Them easy way cancer people over here, dog. Them Israel cancer people over here. Me I tell you, stop walking on this to woman them Ziggy. Me I tell you, bro, stop going on this to woman them, bro. Me see how this some people, and I'm not forgetting this dog. Me see how this some decent people, bro. Ziggy, me I want you. Ziggy, me Zuma, I want you, youth. Me I come from the same place, bro. Me say, Ziggy, certain argument, leave it alone. And on every argument, if you jump up in her, and on everybody if you walk on this, bro. Me must say, you're a man, bro. You can't walk on this be a bumbo clad woman, bro. Woman, you complain. Kitty come to me and complain and say, yeah, this are Jamaica Queen, big up. Kitty come to me and say, Ziggy, this, bro. I'll brand this, bro.
Him and a bad man. I want to box him head. Batty boy do me can't take things personal. A pussy, you can't play with me. A batty boy.
Ziggy, you go ball level here, my God. Yeah.
I am talking about personal. Ain't go personal. Pussy, your friend them shoot me up. I will kill off your friend them. Batty boy. You ever look for your pussy? You ever come look for me in my quarters? Come on, come away, don't know. See if the batty boy come link my boy more man go road. Say you that batty boy, yeah. Even though my pass all this fight like my present. Pussy me in a car road. Me in a car road, me do too much people think cause suck your mother Zuma, you're a bad man. You can't bring me gun away. Hey that Zuma, you fool like goat.
Inspector Wellington, Brad.
You fool like goat. You can't take me and bring me car road, fool boy. Me do too much people think I'm a pass. I suck your mother. You shoot out, nobody nothing. But dead, no innocent. I suck your mother. Batty boy, lock my mouth like Tony Montana. Lick out the mother batty boy Zuma. Bad man from man community like you're bad in here. A batty your name called from I'm coming to batty boy Zuma. Suck your mother.
Big up in her, bro.
Tell the people that I'm bad.
Now, people, like I've always said, a wise man or woman learns from his mistakes or her mistakes. A wiser man or woman learns from the mistakes of others. And we've seen this all before. We've seen it played out at least 3 or 4 times from 2024 late. Fast forward 2025 early, first 3-4 months. TikTok a drop like fly. However, we have to also understand the concept of TikTok. TikTok is a place where it seems as if the more that you are disrespectful is the more that you are going to grow, is the more that people actually gravitate to you. So in other words, the MO of a TikToker is to be disrespectful, be very blatant, be very brawling, obnoxious. Just look at Blam Them, the last one for boss, biggest one for boss, and it's popping on social media. However, one thing that is different with Blam Them and all of these people, he is not really easily available. Him hard for find because he knows that he has a whole bunch of enemies that he has created on TikTok on a daily basis. The other persons did not know. They went live and got unalive. So know the difference. This youth is bragging, meaning Ziggy, but what him used to do and who used to take him out or who tried to take him out before and which people friend almost take him away, so therefore he does not care about his life. Well, based on what he's saying on this social media platform, TikTok, it is obvious, like them always say, whenever planted one dead, it shoots. And this youth is yapping at the mouth. Don't be surprised at people that have problem with him, and even people that don't have any sorts of problem with him is going to ride that wave and might just take him out just for the FUCK of it. Point blank and period.
Done himself. Never see you back on shirt. Turn up an official police. Alright, my boss, you're good.
So the next thing that is popping in the news based on the edited version of the video that you just saw because of YouTube's copyright policy, I could not play the music the way that it is meant to sound. So we see say this man is in the police uniform. We see say him have the badge. We see him have the cap, him have the shirt, him have the pants. The only thing that he did not have is the government issued boots. Him have on a Clark's, Desert Clark, or whichever one them call it. You even saw that he had a tool, not the average tool, look like a tool that he made up. So the question we have to ask is that we know that this man is probably one song was shot of a picnic basket. That means that him head might have chip. Was he an ex-police? And because of mental issues, he was forced to leave the force. However, he did not leave his clothes. Or did he steal his clothes from somebody line? Like me say, minus the boots. Obviously, you do not hang up the boots on the line. You wash the clothes, but you don't wash the boots. However, what this speaks is volume. Say this man was not an ex-police. Say this man did not take these clothes off the line of the police. How did he get access to it? If a man that is not 100%, not so fully bright, can have access to this, what say the average criminal element that is out and about the place, looking for innovative ways to rob, take away people of their goodies and their life? So I say this to say that, would it be easier for persons of sane mind versus persons without a sane mind, insane mind? Because obviously this man, wherever he got it from, was brave enough to achieve his uniform. However, the average criminal is not going to do the right thing, with the exception that some of these average criminals probably have criminal-minded police friends that will be willing to give them these uniform, full thing including the boots, so that they can go on the street and commit all sorts of crime. So I'm just saying, it seems as if it is not hard or too hard to impersonate a police, whether you have sane mind or insane mind. Access to such a uniform seems as if it is readily available. So like I said, I don't know the circumstance as to how he got access to this uniform. But we know that persons that are criminal elements that are making money can get a link, and that link can link them with the link of the uniform, meaning a JCF officer that is willing to take some sorts of bribe, monetary gain, in order to sell out the police force. So just imagine what John and Jane Public is up against. Rogue police, actual criminals, and then criminals impersonating police. The police better use sleep and mark that. Make sure they know where their uniforms are going, and make sure that whomever they catch with these uniforms get the full brunt of the law. Unless, of course, in this man's case, we see that he need medical help. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called "Something is Not Quite Right with this Story," and I am going to explain. Over the weekend, about 7:30 p.m., the lawmen were conducting an operation at a place known as Melrose. Melrose is in Port Antonio. Port Antonio is in Portland, where they arrested two individuals, brothers and sisters. 35-year-old Kemar Henry E. is said to be a waiter from Port Antonio. 39-year-old Anne-Marie Fuller, she is said to be a teacher from Portland. Both of them were charged with bribery, trying to bribe the police, and conspiracy to bribe. However, Mr. Henry was also charged with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Based on the information, it is said that the police was conducting an operation in the Melrose area at about 7:30 or so p.m. When they went to the house of Mr. Henry, when they searched the premises, they found a 9mm Taurus 9mm and 4 rounds. Obviously, based on what is going on in the present climate of Jamaica, if them hold you with a gun, pretty much dog eat your supper. So anyways, for some strange circumstance, it is said that the teacher and the waiter decided to bribe the police. It is said that the police set up a covert sting operation and busted both of them for trying to bribe the police. It is said that they went to a gas station, meaning the brother and the sister, the teacher and the waiter, to meet the police, and they were supposed to give the police 150,000 Jamaican dollar, 1,000 US dollars, and an iPhone 15. Don't know if it's a Pro Max or the average regular one. It is said that while the sister, meaning the teacher, passed the money and the cell phone to the brother and he was going to transfer it to the police then arrested both of them. Now, people, it does not take a rocket scientist to see that something is wrong with this story. Based on the fact that if you go to a premises on an operation and you find somebody sees a tool, you immediately take that person to the police station and lock them up and charge them at the appropriate time. That person should never have been given the opportunity, meaning the sister, figure get 150,000 iPhone 15, come back in a some sort of negotiation. Let's make a deal. But it seems as if the price was not right. So based on what I see, it seems as if the police them kind of get boomy. So them set up a sting for use reverse psychology, reverse sting. Just in case this was not a setup of the police can clear them name. Now, people, this is just my opinion. I am not saying that that is a fact. I am just saying if you arrest somebody with a gun, them go to the court and them sort it out in the court. There should be no negotiation with the police, especially Jamaican police that are never usually good on sting operation, especially when them bust all sorts of drugs and gun down a wharf. They don't do it then, so I don't understand why they would be doing it right now. Me just as say, the possibility or probability of that happening is very minimal. I think that the police them kind of smell some sorts of rat and thought that something was wrong, so therefore them get booming and them reverse this thing. People, just as I said, just my opinion, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if two individuals that were shot up at a sports bar in a Frome. Frome is in Westmoreland on or about December 25th, 2022. That is approximately probably 2 to 3 years ago. Based on the information, it is said that the corporal that was accused of piping up these two persons at the party, Corporal Sean Watson, was officially charged when he answered to charge at the Westmoreland Parish Courts. It is said that he was charged for 2 counts of wounding with intent and discharging a firearm in any place. I guess if you have the government rifle or the government tool or your own personal tool, while it is used or if it is used in a very not so legitimate legal way, then you can be charged, or that might be one of the charges. Based on the information, it is said that on or about December 25th, there was an argument with the corporal and other men. The corporal then wheel and pop off, blaze up some can and claim that these people rush him, try to beat him up, and he was trying to defend himself. However, Indicom did its investigation like they are supposed to, and they sent the file to the DPP's office, Paula Llewellyn and them. They investigated and came to the conclusion that this man needs to be charged. His story does not sound 100%. As a matter of fact, not even 1%. He was given $400,000 bail with 1 to 2 sureties, and also he is supposed to report to the Westmoreland Popo station and also surrender his travel documents. Now, people, when you do the mathematics, 300,000 Jamaican dollars is approximately 2,000 US dollars. So therefore, maybe about 2,500 US dollars or so, 700. Do the mathematics. I only have 10 subjects included. Maths. So the moral of the story is that whenever you see a police actually get charged a couple of years later, it is because their act was criminal. It is because their act was blatant. It is because nobody actually rushed them. They just think that they can act with impunity. Them can do just about anything, and then their squaddy is going to cover it up. And Indicom won't get a chance to investigate. So we know that this youth probably guilty like sin, meaning the corporal. However, this is Jamaica, and like I've always said, premature celebration is worse than premature ejaculation. So just wait and see if there's going to be some sorts of conviction, because I doubt it very much. More than likely, these witnesses, the victims, both of them might have a runway. That police is going to make sure that he corrupt the course of justice one way or the other. One way or the other, he is not going to go to any sorts of jail. He would rather to send these two youths to the afterlife. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.